So we'll click on this designer button here, and we'll see the different options that we have for the new designer for 3.0. So we'll start off at the top with the banner selection. So there's two ways to get into it. You can either click on this button here to the edit banner, or click on the link over here. Both do the same thing. Okay, so it's going to take you to your list of banners that you have. You may not have any right now, so I'll show you how to add a new one here. So we'll click on the Add New Banner found in the top right corner. Okay, so this is the default banner screen that you're going to see. At the very top here, they're looking for a banner title, so you can enter in any title that you want. It is a required field, though. So we'll just say Club Banner. Keep it simple. The default height is 150, so that's this right here. And this will be what the banner is going to look like right in here. Now, to populate the banner here, you have different options. You can click on the background or upload background button and upload a background image for the whole banner, or you can click on the left logo or right logo and upload an image that will only go here or only go here. Barry, if you want to finish that message, let me know and I can answer it for you. Okay, so what we'll do first off here is we'll upload a background image. So we'll click on the Upload Background Image button. Our media library window is going to open up. And from here you have different options for where you want to get your bulletin from. Erase there. Okay. So the different groups that you have are the ClubRunner backgrounds, which are located here. And you can see we have 166 different ones, so you've got lots of different options to choose from. You can go with the rotary backgrounds. Now the difference is here, these backgrounds have like a little gear kind of look in the background of them. So, you know, a little bit of a rotary look on it. I'll check that out for you after after Barry. Is it so Norman's asking, is it possible to use background and left logo? Absolutely. The background's going to go in the back, and then the other stuff, content, the text, or the other logos are going to go on top of it. Okay. So these are the different groups that you've got. The My Backgrounds group are backgrounds that you have uploaded, or other members have uploaded to the ClubRunner site. So you can easily pick and choose one that someone may have already done. Okay, so in this case, I'm just going to select one that I've already uploaded. I'll give it a double click, by the way, sorry. Okay, and we can see the banner is right here. It goes in. If you want to make tweaks to it, we'll click on the Edit link. And we can see it right here. We'll see it fit in there nicely. It's a little short, so what we'll do is we'll adjust the banner height. So we'll change this to, let's go with 190. After we make a change, click on the refresh to have the banner refresh itself. Refresh, now let's see it's gotten bigger, and it looks like it's pretty good. Jim Sober, no, the height is not limited. You can enter in as high as you want. I would not recommend going past like 500 pixels, though. It'll be way too much on the screen. But you can definitely go over 150, 200, 300, up to you. Okay. Now the padding, this is for if you had text and so right here, so at the very bottom here, you've got the editor. You can enter in text here, and that's going to go over top of your bulletin. So to see this, let's do a quick one here. We'll just say ClubRunner. What I'll do is I'll center this, and let's change the size of it. Make it a little bigger, say 36. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, so we've got that there. We'll click the refresh in the top right. And there's our text over top of the banner. So you can enter in, all the text that you need to and have it all in your banner right there. just to show that the logo will go over top, we'll just select the right logo in this case. I'll go to my images folder, and I will select an image. I'll go with this one here. Okay, and we can see the image went in there. If we click the edit button, we can see it went over top. Now, if you don't want it exactly in the corner, this is where the padding comes in. We can specify, like, say, 10 padding. What the padding is going to put spacing in from the edge, or from the corner. So if I say 10 and refresh, this is going to push down this way. So we'll just give that a second. Okay, and it pushes it in, so that's what the padding does, and it'll do that for this side over here as well. Okay, so there's your logo on top of your background and your text overlay. Okay, you also have the ability to do the right text target. So if you wanted this to be a clickable link and go out to another website, you can definitely do that by entering the link right there. Okay, so once you've got all that in there, you can click the Save. Save banner will save the banner but not make it active. Save and Publish will make it save and make it active. Okay, so in this case, I will do Save and Publish. Okay, Jim and Barry, you both have the same question. I'm going to get back to you on that one there because I don't have a great answer for what it is for. I know it's supposed to help you with the editor. I just don't have a great answer for you. So let me get back to you on that one, okay? Okay, so now that we've got our banner in there and it looks nice. So now you can see we've got our list of 2 banners. We said save and publish, so it made this one here the new active banner. So we can see that there. We can definitely click on the preview on the home page to see it, what it would look like on the home page. And if you wanted to make this one back to the active one, you can just simply click on the Activate This Banner link and a quick click. You'll see it is now the new active one. The active banner says yes, this one says no, and you can continue on. So you can easily come in here and switch the banner that you want for a given time or anything like that. Okay. So that's the banners. Next, we're going to move on to the Edit menu. So we'll click on the Edit menu here. And this is for adding the menu options to your website. You can see we have the different existing ones here. This all works on drag and drop as well. So if you had it like this and you didn't like it, you can move your mouse until you get that icon. Single left click and hold, and you can drag this and move it to wherever you need to within the menus here. So you can move it up there, so now it's going to go underneath that. If you don't want that, you can move it on top. No, you know what? I want the home on top. So you can move it around like that. To create a new menu link, we will click on the Add New Menu item found in the top right corner. Okay. Menu title is required, so you'll have to fill something in here. In this example, I will do pointing to a photo album. So we'll do photo album. Okay. The tooltip is if they mouse over the menu item, it's going to display text. This is what the text is. So typically, put the same thing. Okay, now for the link type, this is where you define what type this menu option is going to be. So click the drop down. Since I don't want this one to be a folder, I want it to be pointing to a photo album, an existing one. So we'll click the photo albums type, and the photo albums are going to be listed here. So if we click the drop down here, we're going to see a list of all the photo albums that we have published, and then you can easily select which photo album you'd like it to link to. So in this case, I'll just choose Club Photos and click the Save on the bottom right. So you'll see the message at the top saying it was saved successfully, but you need to publish in order for it to appear on the home page. Okay, so if you don't publish, you're not going to see that change. So in this case, we'll click the Publish found at the top right here. Click that. And you'll see the message here saying menu has been published on the portal. Okay, so if we wanted to quickly see that, we can click on the, let me just move my thing here. Click on the Home button found in the top right corner. This will take me to the home page. Here is our photo album link that we just created. We'll give that a quick click. And here we will see it's linked to our photo album. These are our different photos within that album. Okay, so let's go back in. So click on the admin link in the top right to get back to the administration, and you'll click on the website designer link to get back to the 3.0 designer. Okay, and we'll click on the designer button again. Okay, so that was how to add a new menu item, and I showed you how to move it. You can play with the different types within there. Okay, you can actually link to the different download files, I'll show you real quick. So we go back here and select the type. So we can custom URLs, custom pages, any specific site pages, any home page links that you may have, any download files, all these things here, nice and easy. Even a specific story, if you wanted to have a menu item just to that one story, you can do that as well. Okay, so those are the different options there. So we'll go back. We're going to skip the content just for right now, and we're going to go to the footer. This is something new that we didn't have in 2.0. So if we click on the edit footer now, the footer, this is an example right here of what the footer will look like. So this is where it's going to go on your web page, right at the very bottom there, right above if you had your address and everything in there. This is where the footer is displayed. Okay, so we'll go back here. We say we have one existing one here. So to add a new one, we'll simply click on the Add New Footer button found in the top right corner. We'll enter in the footer title. Again, this is required. So we'll just say Club Footer. Keep it simple. Okay, and same as with the banner, you're going to have the height adjustable right here. You're going to have the padding right here, and you're going to have the refresh right here. So in this case, I'll just put something simple like ClubRunner. Okay, and we will refresh. Okay, and you can see our ClubRunner is right there. Definitely make it more complicated. You could say, site was created by ClubRunner. You can add in your images by clicking on the image one here. You can make it look really nice. Okay, so you can click refresh here again just to make sure and see the different changes here. Okay, so you've got it there. It looks good. Click on the Save and Publish. And when we do the Save and Publish, we do make it active, so we can now see that it is active, and we can see our information right there. And again, to switch it, you can just click on the Assign to Website, and this will switch it to which one is the new active footer. Okay. Your other options here are to edit. You can simply click on the Edit button here, and they'll let you to get back in there and edit if you need to add more content or change anything like that. Okay. Now let's go back. As well, you can preview if you want to see what it looks like before actually committing to it, and you've got the delete link on the far right if you want to actually delete the footer. Okay, so we've got this new one here as our active one there. We're good to go. Let's go back. And next we will look at the content section. Okay, this is where you're going to spend most of your time when modifying the website. Okay, so this is what it would typically look like. The first thing we're going to start off with is the content template. Now this is defining the layout, how you want your website to look. So do you want it to be the 3-column, the 2-column with a wide right, wide left, skinny right, skinny left, wide right, or just one big column? Okay, so you define that there. It'll give you a little bracket there to say which one is active. So it'll highlight it. So in this case, I'll just leave it on the 3-column. But you can see the different options you have here. And we will be looking to add more templates as we go along. Okay. All right, cancel. Okay, so there we go. So we've got our 3-column layout defined right here. Next, we're going to talk about are the widgets. Now, the widgets are programs little mini programs, I guess you could say, that define like what you want to see in that area. So in this case, this widget here is the speakers widget. It will display if you've set up any speakers on your within your site, this is how they will be displayed on your website. Okay, so basically what you would do is you would click on the Essentials group at the top here. This is the first group, and in there you can see all the different widgets that we've got for that group. To actually see what the widget is, you can move your mouse over the widget, and you'll see a little magnifying glass appear. You can click on that magnifying glass to get a preview of what that widget is before you actually move it. So if we give it a quick click, we'll see that this meeting information, this is what it's going to look like. Okay, and at the top here, we've got the different options to see what it would look like on the different sides. So because we've got the 3 layout column, we've got 3 different options at the top here. So if we click on the skinny one there, this is what it'll look like on the skinny side, and this is what it'll look like on the wide side. Okay, so just to give you a quick preview. If there is a widget there that you do like and you want to add it to your site, simply left click and hold and drag that to the desired location. You're going to see little boxes, dotted lines going around the area where you can drop it into. You can easily drop it here or above any other existing ones, and it will move that widget along. Okay. So in this case, I will select homepage stories. So we'll drag that and we'll drop it right there. You drop it in there. That's where it gets placed now. It's not concrete. You can definitely move it. Just move your mouse over the widget. You're going to see this icon again. Simply left click and hold again, and you can move it to wherever you need to. Okay, above, below, wherever you need to. Okay, so now we know how to move a widget from the desired area. Next, we're going to look at how to edit the widget. So in this case, let's look at the Executives and Directors widget. So first off, we'll look at the preview to see what the widget looks like. And you see I've already played with it a little bit. I've modified the font and changed the color of the link. And I'll show you how to do that. Okay, and I put a border on it too. So you can see all these different things I did. We'll close this and we'll click on the second icon in the list. It's the pencil icon, and this is the edit content. You'll click on this here to change the different content for the widget. So in this case, it's Executives and Directors. When you click on the Edit Content, it's going to take you to the Executives and Directors list for you to be able to populate. Okay, so you can see right now, currently I've got 4 members here defined. I can go in here and just do a quick edit, and I'll define the Public Relations Director. There you go, and click Save there. Okay, so that saves great, and we'll click on the Go Back button. So the widget now allows you to, it will take you to where you can go to edit the content for that widget. In version 2, we didn't actually have that. Okay, so what we can do now is we can click on the preview, and we'll see that our new Public Relations Director has been added to the list. Okay, we can now click on the gear-looking icon or properties. And this is the properties of the widget itself, not the content within, but the properties of how the widget is going to look. Okay, so when we look at the top here, we'll see the general section, and we'll see that you have the ability to show a border or not. So in this case, if you don't want to see it, and any changes that you make here, click on the refresh button over here for the preview, and that'll reflect the changes that you had made. Okay, next we'll say default here, we'll say 0 and refresh that. So there's no more border there. It's all blanked out. Here's the title of the widget. You can easily change it and just call it, say, Club Executives. Okay, you have the ability to show the title here or not. Change the font of it, change the color, change the background color of the header itself. So you have a lot of these different options now that we didn't have in version 2. And below that is the content properties. So this is where I went and changed the font within it to Comic Sans. I can go back and change this to Arial. Click refresh. We'll see that it does change here to Arial. I can change the color of it, and here's where I changed the link color to green. We can click on this here. We'll see our little color wheel. If we want to make it, say, red, you can click on red there and select a different shade of red. All right. We can click refresh here, and we can see our link is now red. Okay. And we click on the Save button in the bottom right-hand corner. And we will see our widget is there. It's been renamed to Club Executives, which is what I named the widget to. And if we look at the preview of this one here, we'll see all of our links are in red, and there's no border, and all the changes that I made are in there. The public relations are there. So you can see it's all there. And again, if you want to see what it look like on the different areas, you can click them at the top. Okay. And then if you have a widget that you no longer want to have on your home page, simply go to the last icon, which is the remove icon. Again, this does not delete any of the content unless it's a custom content. And we'll get into that in a minute. Okay, so we'll just click on this. You're going to get one last message making sure that you want to delete the widget from the home page. Click OK. And the widget is gone. Okay. On Club Executives, does it link to their email? Absolutely, Barry. So I can show you that real quick. If we do a quick publish, you'll see it's been published here now. We'll click on the home link. And right here, Barry, if you click on one of these here, it's going to take them to the email where their email address will not be displayed. It'll just show their name, and then they have to enter in all the information. Okay, and that's true for all the different ones that you have identified. Oh, see, this one here doesn't have an email address. It's going to indicate to you at the top that this person does not have one, so you can't send anything to that person. Okay, let's just check another one here, make sure. A lot of them don't have them. This is the demo site, so they may all not have. Okay, this one does. There you go. Okay, so that's how that works. All right, so we will go back in. Go back to the designer and go back to the content. Okay, so we've got our widgets here and we've got our look. Now, what we can do is we can move on to looking at some different widgets. Again, you can mouse over and then click on the preview button to see what the widget will look like before you actually commit to putting the widget into your home page. What's the difference between news and stories? News it has less content, so you can't put as much information as you can in a story. So that's the main difference. Stories allow more content. And it also allows you to separate the kind of two. You know, you can have your stories that are longer content, maybe news items that are smaller content. Kristen is asking, can we use full image links throughout the content section? What do you mean full image links? Maybe you can expand on that for me a little bit. Okay, so moving on quickly, we will click on the, so remember, you click on the different groups to see the different widgets there within. The links one here, we'll click on that and we'll add it in real quick. So this is for managing links. You would create a new group and define the links that you want within that group. So for instance, we'll create a group called RI. Okay, so that's the group there. And we'll add the link to this group. So you're basically creating a group and then the links that would be associated with that group, the ones that make sense. So in this case, I'll say, this would be RI. And here's the URL, is www.rotary.org. Okay, it's going to be added to this group here, and then so you can either do it as a text or an image. Click Save. And we can click the preview once it's been saved. And we can see that we've got, I named it pretty short. I should have named it Rotary International, but you get the idea. There's the group title, the group header, and then these are the links within. And that's the one link that I've got. And you can see at the bottom left corner, you can see it's pointing to the rotary.org, the URL that I specified. Okay, so that's just a quick little thing on how to add a link in. Let's click on the go back. Okay, SJ is asking, will this tutorial be available as a tutorial online later? I am definitely recording this right now, so this will be available once it's done, probably tomorrow. Okay, excellent. Okay, Kristen, add an image. Have to be a live link to another site to add an image? Maybe I'll ask you about that. I'm going to ask her because I'm a little bit confused on that one there. Jim's asking how find the webinar, the recorded webinar. What I can do is I can send out an email to everyone in here that will point to where we're going to actually store the URL. I'm not sure exactly where it's going to be right now, but I can definitely email everyone here. No problem, Jim. Don't worry about it. I'll email everyone and give them a link to where they can get this recording. Okay. Okay, so we've got our links here. Now, if we look at the link one here real quick, we'll see we've got our link widget. We can rename this link widget to, I'll just call it Rotary Links, for instance. You can change the link color. You can change the border colors. You can refine that pretty much throughout the widgets now to be able to change out all those different things. All right, so now we'll see we've changed our widget that was links to Rotary Links. You'll see on the left-hand side now that it's been changed to the name that we changed it to, so Rotary Links. So now what we can do is we can create another group, and that group is going to be separate of this Rotary group, and you can have a bunch of different groups for your links and everything to keep everything separate and organized. Okay? So that's when you see something like this and it's highlighted or colored like this, that's what it means, is that it's going to be the base. This is going to be the base one, and once you change the names and everything, it's going to keep on adding the new ones. Okay. The next group is, events. So again, it's all the same. You're going to be dragging it and putting it to where you want it to go on your home page. Okay. And again, you can click on the preview to see what it's going to look like before you actually commit to the changes. Whenever you make changes and you want to look at on your home page, you must click on the publish at the top. If you don't, your changes won't save and you won't be able to see it on the home page. Okay. Next, we're going to move on to the custom widgets global. You can see it's colored again. So if you do the same thing of renaming, once you pull out this widget, it's going to make it a new widget here, and I'll show you that in a minute. So in this case here, we'll just pop it over to the right. And when you add one of these in, it's automatically going to take it to the editing stage, so you can edit this widget now. Okay, so I'll call this one Member Birthdays. Okay, and in here I will enter the title of Member Birthdays. Okay, and we'll say John Doe. Oh, I keep getting that wrong. John Doe. And we'll say July 21st, 1980. All right. We can do some quick stuff to this here. We can make it bold. We can change the size of this, make it a little bigger. We can change the font of this, make it that one there, and change the color of it. Let's make it red. Okay, so you can see what that looks like there. Pretty quick and simple. We can add one more in here to make it look a little nicer. Jane Doe, maybe she's July 30th. And she's going to be 1975. All right. Looks good. So this is just your custom widget. You can put in whatever you want in here. We'll do the save and publish. And we'll see that it goes in and it renamed itself to the widget that I named it, Member Birthdays. And if we go look at the custom widgets section here, now we see Member Birthdays as another widget here. So if we wanted to, we could take this and pull it out here. Now you've got two of the same widget without having to do double the work. All right, so it's nice and quick and easy now. Okay. Since I don't need the two, I'll just do this one. Okay, so that's what it's going to be for custom widgets. It's that simple. You can add in the images and everything that you want to a custom widget. And then once you have that, you can use it in custom pages and other areas throughout the system. Okay. Now the custom widget page specific, this is more for like larger content. So let me just look at here. Is there a way to find the original name? That's a good question. And the answer is yes. If we do the preview here, the original name, it will... okay, you know what? Let me find that out for you there, Barry. I thought it was going to display it right here. I know this is displaying where you can find it, or where it was coming from. This is the Essentials group. I'm just not 100% sure on the name, so let me find out about the name for you, okay, Barry? Okay. Definitely find that out for you. Okay, so now that we've got our home page set up the way we pretty much want it to, what we can do is we can click on the page preview found in the top right corner. And what this is do is going to show us what our website is going to look like before we commit to the changes. So you will see that warning at the top saying that the links are not active, so you will not be able to click on them and have them take you elsewhere. They're just there to show you what it will look like. Okay. So basically, this is what our pages look like. We've got our speakers and our links that we added in there. This is our default meeting information, our club executives with our modified information within, the calendar, and our custom widget found at the bottom here. And again, we can tweak this here so it doesn't have a border. We can put a bigger border on there. We can do whatever we pretty much want. And you can see at the very bottom here, this is our footer, the simple footer that we selected. The site was created by ClubRunner. So from here, you can either click to go back and go back to the design page to edit, or you can click on the publish button found in the top right corner. So once you're done, and pretty much we'll say we're done here, we'll click the publish in the top right. You're going to get this one last message here, just to make sure that you want to save. We'll click on the OK button. And you're going to see the message right here saying published, when it was published, and the time. Okay, so you know that it was published. Okay, Gib is asking, can you add widgets in header or footer? Unfortunately, no, you cannot add widgets in there. This is the only area you can add widgets for the home page. Bulletins has another page just like this that you would do the same thing for. But no, you can't do it for header or footer. Okay. So yeah, once we've got it saved there, we can click on the home link found in the top right corner. And we can see our live page now with all the changes that we had made. There's our photo album and everything else there. Okay, SJ is asking, is Website Designer 3.0 available now to use for our page? Pretty much everyone now should have access to at least go see the beta of 3.0. When you log into your site, you need to be a site administrator to see it. You'll see in the top right corner a link to the 3.0 beta. And then from there, that's where you'll get to this new designer. Can you, Larry's asking, can you unpublish? No, you can't unpublish. You would have to just go back to the area, the designer, and just revert those changes, I guess, that you made. And then you could publish again. Okay. So that is pretty much the end of the webinar. Does anyone have any questions on what they saw today that I can possibly answer for them? Okay, very informative, very good. Okay, let me see here. SJ, are our pages archived if we want to revert to a previous design? Pages, what do you mean by page? Like your home page? If that's what you mean, then no, they're not archived. Yeah, no, they're not archived. So when you make a change, you're making that change. If you're not 100% sure, I would say probably make your changes and then do the preview, so you can see what it'll look like before you actually make those changes. And if you don't like it, you can just try and revert back that way. Okay, Larry is asking, how do you add subsequent pages? Like what kind of pages? Like home pages or site pages? Expand a little for me there, Larry. Site pages. Okay, so adding a new site page is slightly different, slightly different than what this webinar was for. I can quickly show you where to go to add a new site page. So once you log in, you can click on the Edit Site Pages link found under the Website Manager section. This is going to take you to the 3.0 area, and you'll see that these site pages here that are under the home page one here, these are the ones that will appear on the site page widget if you had one. And you can see your site page library at the very bottom here to see all the different site pages that you may have. Okay? Hope that answers your question. Next, Barry is asking, can you insert pictures into footer? Absolutely. I can quickly show you that. So if we go back to the designer, link at the top here, and click on the designer button, we'll click on the footer section. And we'll look at our very simple one. We'll click the edit on it. So you're getting a message at the top here saying that this is currently the active one. So any changes that you make will be immediately saved onto the live site. Okay. So we've got our story right here. What we can do is we'll hit the enter. We'll get that down to the next line. And you can click on the image icon right here in the editor. And what this is going to do, it's going to pull up the image properties. And what you can do is click on the browse server to get to the image library. And from here, you can select an image that you have. So in this case, I can select this one here. Keep it simple. I guess it already added it in. Okay, so close that there, so you can see it. It's right there. I'll show you how to do that too, Barry. Okay, so it's in there. Actually, you want to see that now? I'll show you. Barry's asking how to create folders in the image library. What you do is on the My Images folder, you have the ability to right-click on it, and you can create subfolders. So you can try and make your images that you're having there more organized. So just simply right-click and then go in there. And then for the ones that are already existing, you can rename them or delete them by using the right-click as well. Okay. All right, so we'll just close this down. So we've got our image there. We can resize it here. So just so I can show you real quick, automatically the lock will be on. This is locking the ratio, so you can just change one or the other, and it will keep the ratio the same. So in this case, I'll just change this to 150. When we do that, we'll see the image change its size. By default, the word wrapping is turned on. You can see it's on for the left. If you don't want it on, just simply change it to not set. That's what I'll do here. And the V space and the H space are the padding. So this is, see how it's in a bit and down a bit? This is because of this right here. If we were to set this to 0, you'll see it go right up against it now. Okay? So we'll click OK on that. We'll see that the image is into our footer. If we click the refresh at the top here, we'll see that it is in there. Now 100 is not going to be enough for this, so we can change it to like 135 or something like that. Click refresh. All right, let's go 150. Click refresh. Oh man, okay, 175. That's got to be it. All right, and there you go. You've got it in there. It looks nice. You got the proper size. Click on the Save and Publish. And there is our footer with the image in there. Okay. Okay, let's see if there's any more questions here. Okay, I still want to know if and make them links. Got you. Okay. Okay, so Christian, I understand what you mean now. So is that for custom content that you want to know that for? Okay, so what I'll do is I'll show you that right now. So we go into here and go to content. Okay, so we've got this here. We'll go to the custom content here. We'll create a new one. Okay, and what we can do is we can quickly select an image. Okay, let's go back to my images. Let's select one real quick. Let's go with this first one. I don't want to do that. Okay, so we got that there. There's our image in there. We can click OK on that. Now what you can do is you can right-click on the image and go to Image Properties. Okay, and right at the top there you're going to see a link tab. So you can click on that, and right there is where you can put the URL in for this link. So if you want, you can put in www.clubrunner.ca. We recommend that you set the target to new window, so it opens up in a new window instead of opening in the same window that you're currently in. Once you got that set, you can click OK on that. And that's pretty much it for setting a link. So you can see you can edit the link when you right-click on it again. You go back to the image properties, or you can do the edit link or unlink it, and that will remove the link from it. Hopefully that answers your question, Kristen. Okay. Barry's asking, can you drag images between folders for the image library? That's actually a good question. I'm not 100% sure on that one. Let's just check it out real quick. So if we go here, so basically you want to know if you can move this into here. Aha, there you go. So you got the copy here, or you got the move here. So yeah, you do have the ability to do it. Click that to move here, click that. And there's our image. Excellent. Okay, so Craig is asking, can you make your own banner out of personal photos instead of canned banners? Well, that sort of is what the My Images are for. It's for you to upload your own images for what you may want to use it for the banner. So if you want to create your own banner and using like Photoshop or something like that, you can definitely do that, and then you would upload that to the banners section, and you can definitely select that and then use that as your banner. You don't have to go with one of the ones we have. Okay, excellent. It looks like we've run over on time, so I will end the webinar now. But if I do see some questions are here, so I will get to email everyone here with the questions that we got, and I'm going to send everyone that attended here the link to the recorded video. So thank you everyone for attending. If you need support, our email support is support, SUPPORT, @clubrunner.ca. Our support website is www.clubrunnersupport.com. Again, that's clubrunnersupport.com. Our toll-free phone number is 1-877-469-2582, and that's option 2 for support. Again, the number is 1-877-469-2582, and option 2 for support. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call, send us an email, and we'll be happy to help you out. I hope